Hello, this is Rich Campy, the Thinking Coach. Let's talk about these 3 C's. The very first one is called choice, and everything starts with this very first C, because if we don't make a choice, if we don't make a real decision, right, and we know the Latin root word of decision comes from incision, which means to cut off all other possibilities. So choice is the first step. If we don't want to choose something, if we're not making a decision to go forward with something, then we can't go anywhere else. And we're the only mammals on the planet that can make a choice around how we breathe, around if we stop, around making decisions with our business, with our relationships, with our health. It all starts with choice. And no matter how bad it is, no matter how many things are going on in your life, no matter how busy you seem or how scattered in your head, we still have a choice at all times. And this is good to understand for ourselves and others, because we can't make choices for others, right? Once kids get to kind of that 12 range, you can see they're pretty much making a lot of their choices on their own at that point, right? We can kind of try to modify some of that, but they really do start to make their own choices. And that's part of what human nature is that we develop and then we continue to move forward making those choices. And hopefully, as parents, we have raised kids that continue to flex or make good choices based on what they learned from those early days. So we have all these patterns running in us, and we talked about that, and we talked about the creek running and this place of choice. There's 3 ways to help make choices much better and to really empower us that we're going to be good around it. The first one is when you make choice, I always like to stop and just get centered in myself. Just get centered, just take a few deep breaths, maybe stretch a little bit. And then I always go to my heart instead of my head with this. I really go to this place and just say, what does my higher self need? What am I being called to? What's my growing edge? And then if you're still and you're patient and you're quiet, some answers should come. Some of the things I've been working on are slowing down. And I've been working on patience and serenity. So what type of choices, when you kind of talk to your heart first, is what type of choice, what is your higher self calling you to? What's that place that's that growing edge, right? It's the part of you that's being shaped. See, I truly believe at this point in my life that everything happens on purpose and for a reason. Just like we were doing this demo with this drone, and you know what? It didn't work like I thought it would, but it really helped me in that moment to realize, hey, it could have been bad. Someone could have gotten hurt if something would have happened with that. And so, great opportunity to stop, to slow down, to make new choices, new decisions. And typically, if things are happening in our life and we have struggles, it's because our higher power, because God cares about us so much that He allows things to happen. Because when we're faced with challenges, that's when growth happens. Think about going to the gym. If we just go to the gym, we go, and I know some people like this. They go to the gym and it's like social hour. Now, they may be developing their social skills while they're at the gym. That is possible. But they're probably not developing their muscles, right? They're not developing their muscles from lifting the weights because they're not lifting the weights. So the challenge or the press against stuff is what helps us develop that within who we are, our higher character, our higher being. So starting with choice, and we want to focus, just like in race car school, the coach pushes that button on the floorboard of the passenger seat, car spins out of control, and the driver focuses on the wall, and that's exactly where the car heads. The coach will literally force the driver's head to look at the open road, and then the car regains composure and starts going around the track again. But the same thing is true in life. Anytime we feel pressure, anytime we feel stressed out, anytime that we feel like we're just, I just can't take anymore, it's usually because of what we're focused on at that moment. And if we can make a new choice, refocus on what we want, what is the outcome, right? Refocus, and then say, okay, now what can I do? What what could I do in this moment? What could I do now, today, to move forward with that new choice? And sometimes it just starts with breathing different, or moving our bodies different, or asking a different question. So it's a compounding effect over time, but as we get really good at flexing our decision-making muscles, our choice muscles, we get really good and that muscle gets stronger and stronger and stronger. This is Coach Rich Campy, the Thinking Coach. What type of choice will you make today?